Just doing an updated video here. I did a video about three of these, I guess a couple of years ago, of basic wire strippers. This is, I'm going to call the simple wire stripper comparison here. Anyway, the first three that I had done were this Gardner bender. I think these are all American made. Gardner bender, this Stanley set here, and this Vaco set here. Many of these styles, or many of these types, have these sided wheels. So each of these wheels here have a gauge number. You just twist the wheel to the right position, and it stops the wire cutter and sets the appropriate size. Most of these wire cutters do, wire strippers do have integrated cutters in them, just like this. Here's the Gardner bender, same type of style. The couple of new ones is I got a Miller and these General. This General tool one's kind of interesting. It does have a lock. Some of these are not spring-loaded, such as these Gardner benders and the Stanleys. Some are spring-loaded, such as the Generals, the Vacos, and these Millers. As you see, this General tool style has a real interesting one where you turn this wheel and it kind of slots in down there. I thought that's kind of odd, but it's not the easiest to use, to tell you the truth. The sharp wheel, even though it would seem that it's easier to turn, isn't really that great, to tell you the truth. This has never been my favorite style. It's even kind of funky to get the darn thing to lock. And these little points are actually kind of sharp. Even though you get a lot of grip, they're a bit too sharp. But it's just a different style. And of course, these Millers here, which are pretty interesting. Now, one, they do include a type of plier, which I kind of like. It's the only set that I've seen that does that. And they're similar to these Stanleys. One nice thing that sets apart the Stanleys and these Millers here is the fact that they're permanently set rather than quick adjust, such as these other styles here. These are, as they appear to be, just designed for stripping the same gauge of wire. So like on this, they do even attempt to number it. What you do is you just adjust it to where you want it. You loosen this screw, and actually this has a little lock on it, which does not work great. You loosen the screw and you adjust this eccentric cam here, and it's actually knurled, which I kind of like. You adjust it to where it stops exactly where you want it to, and then screw it back down, and then it can be perfectly sized. What I do kind of like about this style, the Stanley, the stop is a lock screw that slides along the bottom, one of the handles there, is that you can set them to in-between sizes. So when you're stripping wire, you can actually have it set just a little bit larger to avoid the risks of actually nicking the wire itself. And so if you're stripping a bunch of the same gauge wire, these styles with permanently set or a non-easy adjust stops can be handy in certain situations. So that was really the whole deal. And then I decided to include this Thomas & Betts because as far as small, compact, kind of simple wire strippers, these are one of the few sets that one are 90 degrees, and so they work a lot better. And secondly, they are by far the easiest to adjust. Easy to lock. When you adjust it, you just slide this down. It has a quick little gauge for stranded or solid core. And what are we at here? Not 18 gauge. 16 gauge. You just quickly adjust it, grab on the wire, and pull and strip it. And feeling I've noticed that out of all the cutters, the Thomas & Betts also has a set of cutters, and they're a pretty high quality brand, but these cutters totally suck. They're basically just almost completely ineffective. If I use the end jaws, it doesn't want to cut either. So that's one of the disappointments, is even a high quality respected brand such as Thomas & Betts doesn't always work perfectly, such as something like that, which actually does cut properly. But as far as stripping is concerned, these get into tight spaces because they're a small little tip, and it's just so easy to be able to adjust their size. Just boom, set it, adjust it. When you want to lock them up, you just put them forward. Probably still one of my favorite sets of basic wire strippers. So anyway, that was the whole point of this video, was just to kind of update and show some additional styles of these rudimentary wire strippers. But they do have a place because obviously they're lightweight, and they are super thin and compact. They get in the hard to reach places, and they offer one distinct advantage, which I actually haven't seen with any other type of wire stripper. Even those clamp jaw kind of pinch automatic ones, you can adjust tension, but these, like this style here and on the Millers, are pretty unique in the industry because they allow an infinite adjustable size. And it's something that's going to be pretty hard to find on any other type of wire stripper. So just wanted to do a little updated video. Anyway, I really appreciate everybody who's been watching and subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Till next time, Catus Maximus out.